Alright, what is up, everybody? We're back for some more Pyre, and last time, oh boy, I know we didn't get quite as much done, and admittedly, I was getting a little bit frustrated there, but we did eventually end up completing Hedwyn's trial, and it does look like the talisman that we got out of it is quite good, so I'm looking forward to getting the chance to put that to use, but, oh boy, I mean, let's just move forward from here. Earlier, Fulfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Uh-oh. I don't know. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one. Not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwyn, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend to Mount Aludir, there to the north. You may not think this wagon is fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest. We did not merely skim that chapter of the book, or did we maybe skip a chapter? It is said that the scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. I don't remember it. The judgment of the scribes determine who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. I assume the fast way is probably not the way you're probably intending to go. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Solion and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. Fall of Solion, one of the downside celestial landmarks, the temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. Yeah, we heard a little bit about that. The Tempers, a mighty triumvirate that has been the closest rival of the Nightwings. Uh-oh. And the demon Ignarius. He is the notorious demon leader of one of the most feared triumvirates in the rites. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in, and clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever, and freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of the details the scribes themselves wished to be kept secret. Former exiles and leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So, then that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Fulfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time from now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Alodier. Okay, interesting. So he's saying that it appears as though, or at least he's suggesting that only one person at a time can make it through and become free. So, do we believe him? I think we may. Here we have the option, once again, to study in private and give a small boost to everyone. We can pick one person in particular to boost up, or we can forage for resources and get some more valuable stuffs to sell. I don't remember offhand if we have anyone who's close to getting a level who we might want to do this with. or someone who we really want to try to make more powerful. We don't have the quickness option anymore here, which is painful a little bit. I do love that. Let's give this a go, though. Let's see who we might choose. And inspiration, I'm assuming, is probably... Well, actually, I don't know if it... Exiles gain enlightenment twice as quickly while they have inspiration. I'm not sure if that also counts for when we're doing this private mentoring, or if that's only when they participate in the rites. Because I think I remember last time around when we did this, the person that we mentored, which might have been Headwind, I think it was, gained 1,000 experience, and I think that, well, that just seems like that number is probably the same, no matter what. Whether they have inspiration or not. So, like, if we use it on Headwind right now, he would not level. Looking for someone with 1,000 needed for the next rank or less. Not Rookie. Tay would. Tizo certainly would. You would not, Sir Gilman. And Hamatha is going to rank up after the next rite for sure. I think let's take Tizo. Oh, no, let's go Tay. Tay has inspiration. Tay will level up. And she's maybe far enough away from that level that she wouldn't level up if we just left it to the rites alone. But I think this makes a big difference in that this will actually make it so that she gains a rank a whole round earlier than she would otherwise. So let's do it. Oh, me? Of course, please tell me something I don't know. There's lots of it. You and Tay spent some time reviewing some of the specific aspects of the rites, such as the properties of the aura. You sense she gained something from it. Yeah, see, she gained 1,000 experience from that. The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel that I've grown somehow closer to them, maybe. Okay, so choose a mastery for Tay. Oh, I didn't realize this before, that you actually do need to do both things on this side in order to get to this last one. So that means if you want to... I was thinking that we might have been able to just do this, this, and this, and then get this one, and skip this altogether. Like, I'm not a huge fan of that. The brief charge-up time for Tay jumps and sprints is virtually eliminated. Yeah, because I don't like that she has this strange delay before she starts sprinting. Which, even though she's quick, makes it seem as though she's not as fast as she really is. I think that would be a big difference maker. But that is huge. So I don't think I would want to miss out on that opportunity. If we go this route, then that means we're locking ourselves out of this, right? At this level, then we'll have 2 more. Well, actually, hold on. Access to 4 masteries. Yeah, just 4. Just 4. Oh, we don't have this one yet. Okay, so we may actually be able to skip through to this one after only taking one of these. Okay, for some reason I thought we were further along than we actually were. Okay, so Tay flings the orb faster and farther than usual, or automatically leaps toward the orb, even if no one has it. I mean, I don't love either of these. I really love this. So short term, I would prefer this if we know for a fact that getting up to the final rank, we can skip this and go straight to this. I don't know that for sure. Let's go this route. I think I'm not totally convinced. Like I said, I don't love either of those, but I think beelining it to that last one is key. Thank you, because I think you said a lot of things I never realized. Okay. So Tay is now more powerful. We don't have anyone to talk to, so let's keep on going. Up to Mount Elodium. Supposedly, final place where someone may earn their freedom. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Here before you lies Mount Elodium, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather round before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension lies in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on. Ask away. There's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, but you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now. Don't be shy. Who first? Questions? Why us? Why you indeed? That I can't explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rites. What is it that you want, you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rites. Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So, I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. The minstrel? No, Hedwyn. That someone proved to be Hedwyn over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old, buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts. Gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rites, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself, or keep asking. Continue listening to Volfred? Yeah, I think this does certainly seem important. Your fellow exile's freedom seems to hinge on Volfred's plan. You ought to consider his every word, or soon you have another rite to conduct. Best focus on matters close at hand. No, let's keep asking questions. I think this is important. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodariel raises her voice again. Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. I still wish to know, why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a blooded moon, at the fall of Solium, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. Ah, I see. Well, that is simple, really. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say, because, as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though, in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all of the others would be judged. Oh, are we going against the All-Stars over here? That group they called the Nightwings. Oh, it's us? That explains why he said he wanted to fill all of the masks, as if each of the masks is based off of one of the scribes. Okay, I see it now. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up at the rites, you see. The others, erstwhile, jockey for position, for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then? Participation is all that matters? Not so, madame. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom, while failure can be an excellent teacher. The scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or who do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. Okay. So they need to be far enough along in their progression to actually have the option of freedom, which I don't know where we stand on that front, because we don't have anyone who's reached the maximum rank. I don't know if they need to get that far along for that to be possible for them to actually become free. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still, the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay, in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wolfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the mountain and present you with some options. Emperor's Ascent or Emperor's Fall? Got through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Elodium. Tay believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Or we can go with Prometha, who says, pathway, or Emperor's Fall, a pathway on the outskirts of the Mount Elodium's nameless lower summits. Lower summits. I don't think we really know, other than just who we want to side with. We did just level up with Tay. We just gave her a little lesson. So I think let's go with Prometha this time. Ametha? I already forget how we were saying her name. I'm sorry. I think we were saying Prometha. I'm sure I'll continue to change it. That looks just like our friend there. That image? Just like Sandalwood. You joined Prometha on her brief expedition to find anything of value dropped by those who tried to scale the mountain but did not succeed. Wait! I shall be joining you. What? Now I get 2 chaperones? But sure, I'm game. Whatever you wingless are into. Be silent, little bird, and fetch those trinkets and be done. Oh, I didn't realize. Did we have additional explanations as to what we might find here? Because it looks like we're looking for a talisman here. My, so full of bitterness. You really ought to make the most of these last precious moments that we share. And you ought to mince your words. Oh, please. We all know you're going to be the first one out of here. So why not quit your constant frowning for a change? I, the first one out of here? Of course. It's plain the others pity you. You've been here longer than the rest of us by far. Besides, maybe that Bulfred, though, he seems plenty happy here, making his speeches. How dare you? Dare you to presume nothing is decided as of yet? Oh, no doubt, though. If by some coincidence you do end up selected for the honor, I just want you to know something. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, do hope we shall prevail on your behalf. Because that way, you shall be free, of me at least, and I, in turn, shan't have to suffer any longer on your hideous attitude toward me and everything. At that, you intervene. Chodariel's eyes burn with fury, but then she calms herself. I shall see you at the wagon, reader. Hamitha scoffs as Chodariel storms off. I swear that one. Well, moving on. There's something sparkling down there. Be right back. She swoops out of sight, leaving you alone there on the mountain. Hamitha soon returns, something that they long forgotten in the rocks below. He found Star Splinter, whose sense of power. Rank 10 talisman. When preparing to fling the orb, the bearer's charge-up speed increases plus 40%. A fleck of shaped rock fallen from the heavens. Its very shape tempts you to give it a good toss. Okay, I mean, admittedly, this is another thing that we never throw the orb when we have it. I think it's worth fewer points when you do, but it's the type of thing that in those situations where we can't quite find a way to make it all the way to the goal, that, or the enemy's Pyre, sorry, that having the additional speed could be very useful. So, I don't know that we'll use it, but it does at least give us an additional talisman, additional option there, because as I was saying before, we don't have that many now that we have so many allies. Alright, Temple Cistern, second of the two paths leading to the mountain summit, and Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Okay, sacred water, sure. Or the Temple High Road, first of two paths leading to the mountain summit. Edwin expressed a passing whim to see the view from here. Okay. I'm leaning this way. I think that sounds like, again, I'm gaming a little bit here, but this sounds like a temporary hope bonus for the next rite, whereas this one, I'm not sure what it will give. Well, I mean, hope is good. It's the respawn speed, but I don't know what this is, so I want to test it out. Let's see. Who knows? I swear, we always end up disappearing behind some obstacle in the scenery, and then we come out in the last direction that I think we're going to come out from. At long last! The worm surges toward the waters of the cistern. You decided to join him for a brief excursion. Thereafter, another hard day's ride. You find him in a shallow pool, appearing very much contented. This night, thought that he may never again feel fresh water's cool caress against his scales. He sighs, splashing about from time to time. Then he turns his attention over to you. You, Master Reader, are most kind. Take with you this wayward knight. He swears to prove himself to you and to the rest. He knows that soon now someone may go free. He knows the choice of whom may weigh upon your heavily, indeed. For it is you who ought to make the choice. Is that not so? This night, he heard it from the others, so it must be true. Now listen, please, on what little honor this knight has. This knight's penance isn't yet complete. there's much atoning to be done. So when rises the occasion to decide who ought to go free, this knight wants you to know something. Please do not choose him, not even if you wish, not even if you can. He begs of you, allow this knight that simple dignity. Interesting, he doesn't want to be free yet. I mean, you'd expect everyone would want to be out of here as soon as possible. With that, Sir Gilman sinks into the waters. His tail waves it to you to leave him be for now. Sir Gilman does not believe that he deserves his freedom yet. Consider his wish. So it gave him additional experience there, additional enlightenment, but he's not ready to go. I wonder if we would have had the same thing had we chosen Hedwyn. Hedwyn's been with us for the whole time, whereas Sir Gilman is a newer addition. So maybe Hedwyn has been here long enough that he says, yeah, I'll take the freedom if you're willing to give it to me. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single, narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment. That's what I was fearing. I mean, so like I was saying, we don't have anyone who's fully enlightened yet, but I don't know if having 1 round, 2 round, 3 rounds is enough, or if you have to actually reach all the way before you're ready. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together. Much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and the others follow. When the last of your companion nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. She looks like the person... Sandra? A little bit. From the... Well, the person who's dishing out all the challenges to the individual characters? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into that too much. Is that you, Tariq? I think it's just the... whatever headdress she's wearing, or maybe that's... Is that just her hair? I don't know. It's pretty epic hair. It is. Greetings, Celeste. Different person. My bad. She watches over Scribe's Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. I'm guessing he was ordained to be resting until we showed up. You know, the reader of the Nightwings, or until the Nightwings were ready to make this venture up to the final round of the rites and try to get some freedom going. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime to bring this many to the gate. Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures toward the rest of you. Now each of you in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Ah, okay, there was a page in the Book of Rites that mentioned her, or at least alluded to her, and said to do what she says. So, I mean, to the extent that we can choose to comply or not comply, I suppose we should comply. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. Thanks, guys. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with the one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. Hey, I'm regarded by the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess. With my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Jodario. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Tay, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Speak! Tiso seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Domain, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Amitha Thane, I'm only here because my sister's here. Then, as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. Okay, because he supposedly is a reader, and supposedly that means that he can't make it through, so I'm interested to see if she suggests that he's not allowed to pass. You. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. State who you are to traverse Scribe's Gate. You are just a crippled scholar. When they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you, and you could not run far. You are just an old farmhand. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned you a trip to the downside nonetheless. You are just a war orphan. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and High-Wing remnants afflicted you since birth. You do not know who you are. Try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. Interesting. So, I mean, we could make a pretty defining decision. I mean, I suppose it's up to us to determine what our past was. But I'm curious as to what happens if we say we don't know. Will she just say, nope, that's it. You're out of here. Leave. Or does that mean that we can continue to explore and see if more comes to us? I don't know. Let's give it a shot. You cannot, for the life of you, recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also why you truly seek to traverse Scribe's Gate. You want true freedom, you wish to return to the Commonwealth and to live out your days there, doing as you please. You want to help your friends, you wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. You want revenge, the Commonwealth, which casts you down into the downside, cannot be forgiven. You want to just see what happens. All you expect is that the outcome of this whole ordeal is going to be interesting. I mean, that's a little too removed from the story, I think. Let's go with... we want to help our friends. The companions you have met here, who have helped you to survive, and to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That is all you wish for now. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once, and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq? Aye. Celeste? Be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. Alright, we're on to perhaps the final rite, at least for someone. From the top of Mount Alodiel, you can see the distant downside before you. Think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Oh, okay. Page revealed. The mercy shown. We have people to talk to, we have a slug market to go to. Let's do all that before we actually do the liberation rite, because, I mean, presumably that's going to be tricky stuff. Dario. I'm not sure who I expected to find in here. Let's see what she has to say. Dario appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Edwin soon joins her, also looking ready. Okay. Any sign of Ruki? None yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar, then. I am certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, if Wolfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey! What'd I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Ruby. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well? That's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people. One of us gets out. That's been bugging me for a while now. I thought we'd all getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Edwin slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, 4 of us. We're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do, but we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you. I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there. And on the other side, to make it so that the rest of us can get back too. What do you think, they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's going to take. Just know we have to try. Dodariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, and to reassure herself. Ruki nods his head in turn, and Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn toward the door. Fall of Solium awaits. Vital step in your quest for freedom. If you feel in your heart that it only be the first. It shall only be the first. Your 3 companions gain +1 hope for the liberation rite. Alright, well, I mean, we have to read the last round of the rites, don't we? Or at least what could be the last round. Let's inspect. Mercy shown. The imp Haub and I. We helped save my emperor. And when the danger did subside, my Emperor Solium Mur. He said something to me. It shook me, the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golothanian, so that I may yet have mine. You too now are in exile in the downside. All the days which I have left never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So, I cannot do so in this life, and I shall do it in the next." Seen a lot of parallels what we're going through right now with our team. We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. What's this? River frost? So cold, can burn the skin, keeps the wagon cool, and food fresher longer. Keepsake from Sklorian shore. Pick it up. Anything else in here that we missed? I think that's it. Alright, we have the slug market. Let's do that. Hey guys, so just so you're aware and all, I know how far you've come here and how you made it all the way up here and I know alright. You're here because I got the lowest prices and all the downside, am I right? some of the new stuff I got in stock. You're gonna get a lot of value, an awful lot. We have a pinch of Stardust, a dash of Stardust, and a handful of Stardust. We could get all of these. We'd be pretty broke at the end of it. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. Huh. Okay. I mean, certainly seems like at times that could be very useful. But at the moment, I'm fine with what we've chosen. So I think, again, I'm gonna take these. And at some point, we will decide to use them. Maybe. Maybe this is that time. Oh, also we have this to sell. If we wanted to, we could even sell talismans that we aren't huge fans of. If we don't think we're going to use this, we could sell it. At 21, I mean, we could buy one of those, but don't think we need it right now. We buy this when aura casting raises the bear's maximum range by +8. So I mean that it gives your attacks bigger range. I mean, okay, but it's not taking my breath away. I think we'll be fine. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Okay, I think now's the time. Let's commence the liberation rite. Here at the summit of Mount Alodiel, one among you may finally go free. If you prevail. A lot of pressure. Let's do it. Is everyone prepared, Edwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers in the rites this night. What happens if we fail? Edwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look, as ever, toward the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances, just as they arise. Ulfred's ambitious plot to spark a revolution in the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. Plan's current probability of success, 17%? Wow. Interesting. I wonder if that actually changes as we go about and progress. Or if it can go up or down, I don't know. We shall stand together, shoulder to shoulder, as the scribes themselves once stood. Ulfred Sandholm. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. Okay. It's gonna be a big one. I don't know what to expect in terms of who we're gonna go up against. Your story shall continue regardless of the outcome of this or any rite. Yes, that's good to know.
Since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader, but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite.
I don't know. Oh, that's the minstrel there, and the minstrel's friend that we just met.
Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Templars, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask.
Whoa! You know who I am already. But look at what we got here. The damned Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again.
Ignarius. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. I'm assuming it's probably Jodariel.
Hey, you!
He indicates Jodariel. She scoffs back at him.
Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damned robes.
Jodariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asks. Satisfied?
Whoa! You must be new.
Jodariel soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk.
Ha! I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time.
I should rather cut out my tongue.
Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now, come on!
Narius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. Oh, they have some special stuff. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? So, one thing that I don't know is, if we do succeed, are we only able to have, or pick the person to be freed out of the 3 people who have participated? So, like, for example, say we win and we don't have Jodariel compete. Are we still allowed to have Jodariel be the one to go free? Or do we have to pick from those 3 that have actually participated? I don't know. Because if that is the case, then that might influence who we pick. The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Leader, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The first companion. Okay, so that answers our question. The other 2 in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. I'm not sure we have anyone. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. Is anyone?
Who most deserves their freedom?
Choose who shall be freed. Will it say if someone isn't far enough along? Unworthy. Interesting. I don't see a huge difference here between Tay and Ruki. But it looks like they may just be giving us the original 3. Yeah. That appears to be the case. Just giving us the original 3. In which case, it may be just based on who's been here the longest. So do we pick Ruki, who, I mean, I'm very fond of. Certainly from a gameplay standpoint, it seems like he's been one of the staples of our success. Jodariel, admittedly, less so. But I'm conflicted for that reason. Does that mean we want to get rid of her? If we win with her in this position, then she's done, and we can shift our priorities to other characters? Or Hedwyn, who's been our steady Eddie, guy who we've relied on, to be honest, almost to the same extent that we've relied on Ruki. He's actually might be our leading scorer. If not, he's very close behind Ruki. So, I'm hesitant. to set him free. At the same time, you could almost argue that if anyone deserves to go free, that it ought to be him, because he was sort of the first one to believe in us, give us a chance. Oh, I don't know. It's a tough decision. It's a very tough decision. Let's go with Jodario. Me. Why? Also, I think goes well with the whole dynamic we had going on before the start of this. Then, the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well, then. Under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Jodario shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate, strive alongside Jodario, and see her return to glory?
Who shall strive for her?
Okay, so who do we trust the most? So we know they're gonna have at least one of the slow demon-based characters. I do really like Pamitha. I think she's very good, and the flight ability could be very helpful with sort of being a counter in many ways, in that being able to elude the opponents that have those big auras could be very beneficial. I think we choose her, but I also admittedly have not paid the closest attention to which talismans people have. This is the one that gains infinite stamina. Just want to see our options here. I mean, Jodario, I'm assuming, has her specific talisman, so I'm fine with having given her that. Then we have this speedy one. Oh, and this. So we have orb flinging speed, which I don't think we're going to use, because as I was saying before, this is not a key component of our strategy. Maybe it will be on some future occasion, but I don't think this is the right time to start mixing things up big time. The quickness, I think we're probably going to end up putting that on someone. Does it make sense to put it on you? Or would we rather give you infinite stamina, or at least the ability to generate infinite stamina? Now let's go here. I think that's fine. How did you pronounce that? You got it, reader darling. I feel like he pronounced her name very differently from what I've been doing. Which admittedly I could have been paying closer attention to. But alas, I did not. Okay, so for the last one, I'm feeling like we should go with a speedy character, because we have big, slow, hulking character, and Pamitha, or a person whose name we don't really know how to pronounce, is elusive in that she has her flying ability, but she's actually not that fast. So I don't think Tay... I mean, she is somewhat fast, but Ruki is faster, as is Sir Gilman. I think I'm most comfortable with Ruki, but Gilman is even faster. Let's go with Gilman, I think. Give him additional speed, so he is lightning fast. Give it a go. Alright, this is it! By this knight's honor, he shall do his very best.
Very well.
Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, leader of the Nightwings. She then indicates to the lone minstrel. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. What is your role, Tariq? Then let us begin.
Nightwings. Been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me.
Oh, okay, you do not have the exact pairing that I was expecting you to have.
Commence.
Oh, I made it. I was that fast. I sped by you. Not sure if that's gonna hit you. It's not. I tried to pass that. Apparently I was not quick enough. Oh, run away. Here we go, here we go! Yes, we made it. Love the music. But we have other things to worry about for now. Take that. And you're gonna come back soon. Oh, there we go, that's big. That's a lot of points there. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. But he's so fast. Oh, I walked straight into you. What was I doing? And that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Not so fast. There we go. Jordariel in. That's big. 2 more and we've got it. You good-for-nothing Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years and then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out here for once. But now, we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn. I used to be the best. At this, at least. But now, pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. And I'm Laura. I doubt you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up. Oh, I keep on forgetting that his style is very different. Okay. Admittedly, we will need potentially 2 more still if they're going to be with our quick characters, like this guy. Sir Gilman. Whoa, past that. No! Oh, that was devious of you. Uh-oh, run away! No! Oh, that was not good. It's not a good move. I over-pursued. That was well done on your part. Not so fast, though. Passing that. Oh, come on! I got stuck! Oh, I keep on doing this the wrong way. Someone's about to come back. We need 5 more. Anything will do it. Oh, I tried to pass it. I wasn't quick enough. No! I was about to fly. Uh-oh. Okay, thankfully they only have their slowest character left. Okay, he's getting blocked. Oh, man. Oh, switch! No, I wasn't quick enough. Again, I did that the wrong way. Come on. Let's see what you got. Oh, you got that, apparently. Saw that coming. I would really love to switch characters at the moment. No! Ah! That's a lot of points to give up. What? Oh, bullets still hit me? And that was well done on your part. We can do it! No! No! We're letting it slip.
A rude predicament for the tempers.
You can do it. You can do it, Jodariel. Fitting. Fitting that it's her.
The Night Wings proved their worth. An outcome which left little room for doubt.
I think that might have been our best performance with Jodariel yet, and that is fitting that it should end that way for her.
Thus, the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Gah, what a joke. We should have had this. We should have had this. Got all rusty. Been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Nightwings! Be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. Ooh. After all this time. She turns her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this, for doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult, and I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better. For as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you still can hear her voice, though faintly now. The shimmer pool, a seldom seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Farewell then, reader. All of you, for now. Jodariel earned her freedom. May she return in glory.
Godspeed, Captain Jodariel.
Indeed. Well done, Jodariel.
The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going to be somewhat faster than expected. Choose a mastery for Pamitha. I mean, admittedly, this feels a little weird immediately after having just freed Jodariel. But okay, let's give it a look. So we gave her, while flying, she moves faster than usual. Pamitha can use her dash ability in rapid succession, and for less stamina. So her sprint, yeah, that's very good. After saluting her adversaries, Pamitha instantly switches places with her nearest ally. Which is, again, I don't think we used a salute a single time that entire playthrough. So let's maybe pass on that one. And for 5 seconds over here, we have after banishing an adversary, Pamitha moves 30% faster than usual. That also sounds really good. I like both of these a lot. But let's go this way so that we can make our way towards giving her a permanent 8 quickness. So that would be awesome.
The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours.
Liberation rites let your exiles or your adversaries return to freedom. After your victory over the Tempers and the Liberation Rite, You return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I don't know what I'm going to do without her here. Well, look on the bright side. It's one less mouth to feed. We'll see Jodariel again, if we persevere. Our journey's now begun, in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. What about the stars? Can we afford the time? About that, reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Elodiel is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Jodariel as you look toward the heavens. You gaze into the darkness of the night. Seek our destination? I don't know what's gonna happen. Huh? Huh? Go anywhere? Is there a specific place we're trying to go? You search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. Okay, so I'm not going crazy. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? Confirm his suspicion. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here. We'll travel to at dawn. And when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my word. All right, and with that, I think that is as good a place for us to wrap up as could possibly be. And, well, I mean, we succeeded. Jodariel got her freedom, and I guess I'm not totally sure what happens from here. Supposedly, we may continue to do additional run-throughs in order to free additional party members, or maybe if Sandalwood's plan is going to go through, then it might be that we'll find a way to somehow get everyone into the Commonwealth after this. I'm not really sure, but I'm excited to find out. But anyways, that's gonna have to be for another time. So, I'll see you all then.